14 huge home and away spoilers for next week. What's next in Summer Bay? Coming up on Home and Away, Eden is in terrible danger as Nerida strikes. Elsewhere, Abigail moves in with Molly. Leah gets arrested at Kirby's protest. And Dana fears Tane doesn't really love Harper. Here's a full collection of 14 massive moments coming up. You can also check out our collection of 35 spoiler pictures from these episodes. 1. Cash rejects Eden for her own safety. Cash pulls away from his kiss with Eden and warns her of the potential dangers. There's a court case pending and he's frightened for her safety with Narita still at large. Gary walks in and witnesses their clinch. But Cash insists it was a mere lapse in judgment. He tells Gary it won't happen again. But can he really stick to his word? 2. Tim confirms Narita's guilt. Eden is reunited with Tim as he thanks her for keeping vigil at his hospital bedside. Shortly afterwards, Rose arrives to speak to Tim about the night of his attack and he's able to recall that it was Nerida who hurt him. Rose relays this to Cash and Gary, but Cash is quick to point out Nerida is still on the loose. 3. Eden puts Cash on the spot. In light of Tim's evidence, Eden asks Cash the question of whether they have a future together. He's unable to give Eden an answer and stuns her by revealing the deal he made with Nerida in exchange for her safety. Cash instructs Eden to stay in the house while he goes to see Townsend at the station with Gary. 4. Cash fears for Eden's safety. Cash's fears are realized when he discovers Nerida's details have been released to the media. He instructs Eden to remain at Tim's hospital bedside, where there is police protection in place. Gary then pulls Cash for a private chat on the beach and reminds him that Eden has remained by his side through thick and thin. 5. Kirby stages a protest. A small group gather outside the agency's temporary office in Yabby Creek. But as the protest is streamed over social media, more people join the rally. Before long, a full-blown demonstration is in action, as crowds march through the streets outing the agency's wrongdoing. 6. Leah is arrested. Defiant Kirby and Leah push back against the officers and Leah finds herself under arrest after vandalizing a contact agency vehicle. She's taken to the station for questioning, but refuses to back down and proudly chants the rally call of "Real bodies, real lives, no more filters, no more lies." 7. Theo gets jealous. Theo decides to leave them to it and vacates the house, but then sees Molly and Abigail kissing. Next day, Theo confides in Justin that he feels bad about how he ended things with Abigail. But Justin urges him to move forward and keep swiping right. 8. Remy wants Eden back in the band. Remy mulls over the invitation with Justin and they both agree the band isn't the same without Eden. However, Remy remains hopeful and asks Mac to give him a 2-week time frame so he can convince Eden to rejoin. 9. Abigail drops a bombshell. Levi reproaches his sister for not answering his texts and is stunned when Abigail suddenly announces she's moving in with Molly. But when Levi confronts Molly, they both realize Abigail made the decision without even consulting him first. 10. Abigail moves in with Molly. Molly speaks to Abigail and reminds her that the reason he moved out was to give their relationship the best chance of survival. But after realizing Abigail's rash decision was prompted because she felt unsafe, Molly is able to convince Levi to allow her to stay at the caravan park. Levi agrees on the condition that Molly keeps Abigail safe from Narita. 11. Harper fears Tane doesn't love her. John helps the couple with their paperwork, but reality hits home when Tane is told he needs to finalize his divorce with his late wife Felicity before he can proceed. Alone with John, Harper tells him she's scared Tane doesn't really love her. 12. Dana voices her concerns. Dana catches Harper crying and asks her why she can't delay the wedding until after the baby is born. Harper is adamant they need to push ahead, but Dana tells her straight that she's making a mistake. Dana reckons Tane is only with Harper because of the baby, but Harper pleads with her to be more supportive. 13. Eden comes clean to Tim. Eden admits to Levi that she feels like hypocrite for punishing him over his affair with Mac when she's done the same to Tim with Cash. Levi urges Eden to be honest with Tim about her feelings for Cash. Acting on her brother's advice, Eden confesses to Tim that she kissed Cash. He's furious and orders her to leave and not come back. 14. Nerida attacks Eden. He also decides it's time to acknowledge his true feelings for Eden. He goes to the hospital to apologize to Tim, but he tells him to go to hell. Afterwards, Cash makes a call to Eden to check in on her, but just as she's about to answer the phone, she's attacked by Narita, who's armed with a syringe. Eden falls to the ground unconscious. Will she be saved in time? Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.